Here we'll try to find out CSA, TSA and volume of a right circular cone. So right circular cone, what did I say? That's a right angle. That's my radius. That's the height of this cone starting from there till the base. So A is just a vertex where the side is actually joining. So I don't have a flat surface on top. So bottom has round surface. Remember, it's a right circular cone, circular. So bottom has a circle. So area of that circle is actually going to be pi r square. So let's keep this aside. Let's get back to CSA. CSA is a curved surface, same as from the cylinder. It doesn't have a flat surface, so this is the curved surface, just goes one round. So I need to find out the CSA. So in the sense, I am not going to count the base of this cone. So let's try to draw some things, because you can come up with, if you memorize, yes, you will know the formula, but let's see how actually, if you don't remember, how you can actually do it either in your mind or otherwise just on the piece of paper. Let's take this cone. So I have this cone with radius r. So what will be the bottom portion? Bottom portion is a circle. Area of this and circumference will be 2 pi r, because for the bottom one radius is r. H is the height and L is my slant height. So if you are given H, L, R, one of them is missing, you can use Pythagoras theorem and find one of those values which is missing. So for now, the bottom is a circle, circle area is this, circle circumference is 2 pi r, which is the bottom of that cone. Let's see. Now what we'll do is, for this purpose, if I have taken this as cone, I'll cut this somewhere. So if I cut it and open, how will that look like? It's going to look like this. If I cut and open, it's going to look like this. It's not going to be a straight line because the bottom base is circle. So bottom base, that base, the length of that border was my circumference, which is 2 pi r. So that is my length, 2 pi r. And what was this? This is my slant height. That's my L. Remember that. From this diagram, what I'm going to do is, I'll complete this as a circle. So if I'm actually going to draw a circle, I'm just going to draw a rough circle. Okay, thinking that this is my center, this is still L. So if this is the center, if this is the slant height for that cone, what happens to this circle? For circle, L becomes my radius. So understand this. I've cut open the cone, which looks like part of a circle. I completed the circle thinking that my slant height is radius for the bigger circle. That's for the bigger circle. For the smaller circle, I still have my radius as r. That's the reason this circumference, which is this length is my 2 pi r. So what does it look like? You must have learned this concept. What is this now? This particular area, what do we call this? That is a sector. Minor sector, that will be major sector. So just for now, understand this is sector. So all I need to make sure that to find out my CSA, I need to use this method. So if I want to find out area of that sector, which is, let's take this as A, B, C. So area of my sector is actually going to be arc length arc length of sector divided by circumference of the bigger circle, that's a bigger circle, multiplied by area of the circle. So area of this sector ABC, arc length, which is this length, which was the bottom circumference of bottom cone, which is going to be 2 pi r, divided by circumference of the circle. If I am taking this big circle, the one which I have completed, L is my radius. Circumference is actually again 2 pi r, but here instead of r, the bigger circle has L as radius, so it's actually going to be 2 pi L. So let's write it as 2 pi L multiplied by area of the bigger circle, which is area of circle is pi r square, but here my r is L, so that's why I'm going to write it as pi L square. That will be pi L square. 2 pi gets cancelled, 1L gets cancelled, I'll be left with pi RL. That is my CSA, curved surface area of cone. So if I want to find out TSA, what happens? All I need to add is, I don't have bottom and top, I only have bottom, so I need to add the area of that circle. So I already have my CSA plus pi r square, that is my r, and the area of bottom circle is pi r square. CSA is pi r L plus pi r square. I'll leave it at it. That's more than enough. So that's my TSA. Once you find out this, then you can just add the bottom area, you'll get total surface area of the cone. Let's try to understand how do I find the volume, the easy way. So if I'm actually going to draw, let's say if I'm going to draw a cylinder, let me just draw a rough cylinder here. So that's a cylinder, and if this base is also base of cone, and I take midpoint at the top and I draw line here and line here. Now for me, this is my cone, actually. That's my cone, that is a cone. If we actually do it even practically, the area of this is actually going to be 1/3 of the cylinder, that is 1/3 of the cylinder, that's 1/3 of the cylinder. So what do we know from volume of cylinder? Pi r square area multiplied times h, which is that height, pi r square h. So now this is divided into 3 for the cone itself. The volume of cone is actually going to be 1/3 of pi r square h. That's the volume. So we need to know that, and then 1/3. As I've explained, that's how you get 1/3 from the cylinder. So that's the volume of cone.